World Cup qualifying on this fine Sunday. Janusz Michallik here with me for this one. Janusz, the critics were out in full voice after France had that surprising draw against Ukraine, a match that you were commentating on. Now, no such mess-ups here up against Kazakhstan. I would say a comfortable 2-0 win. We knew that Didier Deschamps and his men needed a big response. What did they get right in this one? And was this the kind of response that you are expecting?
They got a win. That was the response, but it wasn't an emphatic win, right? I mean, there's some issues in terms of finishing and creating chances, and that was a major problem against Ukraine. Of course, France were the better team, and there was an incredible goal from Antoine Griezmann, but very little after that. And I think today against Kazakhstan, in the first half of the very least, they didn't create anything apart from the goal from Ousmane Dembele. And just before halftime, an own goal, of course, from Sergei Mali as well. And I thought that maybe after that goal, the gates were going to open. They didn't. Let's give credit to Alexander Mokin, the goalkeeper. 2 point-blank saves, weren't there, on Dembele's header, I think, and Kylian Mbappe. And then, of course, saving the penalty from Kylian Mbappe. So that could have been bigger and better, and perhaps it should have been. These are world champions. Yes, they are pragmatic, and they have been. Let's not forget, they won the World Cup being pragmatic. I suppose nothing wrong with it if you do it. But, this is, these games are in preparation for the European Championships. And in that group, you have Germany, Portugal, and Hungary. So, it has to get a little bit better for them because they'll have no issue getting to the World Cup in the first place in this group.
Yeah.
But looking towards the European Championships, two performances that weren't anywhere near worthy of the world champions.
Well, exactly. That's a big picture now, because we know we're not going to doubt that they will qualify for the World Cup. But the big picture now for the immediate future is the Euros. We've seen them already in 2 matches. You've not really been impressed. They have one more against Bosnia and Herzegovina coming up this week. And that's the last time Deschamps will really have to fine-tune his squad, or what should be his ideal starting 11 for the Euros. Who's helped their case, I suppose, for that one? We know France are spoilt with choices, and who probably might want to use this upcoming game to help their case further.
Yeah, I think, when I think of the squad for European Championships, I think it's pretty sad. I really do. I mean, the couple players that I think are fringe players or maybe fighting to be in the squad, I don't think help themselves tremendously. And I look at Leo Dubois, the right fullback. I just think that he didn't get himself forward enough, a little bit in the second half, but I don't think he did a great job with that. Thomas Lemar, who's been much better for Atletico Madrid on the left-hand side, another French player that I'm not so sure that he's gonna make it to European Championship. Wissam Ben Yedder, who came in the second half, he's questionable, and that's a position, by the way, that, there's some question marks, big names that are misfiring a little bit. Alves Giroud struggled in the game against Ukraine, didn't play here. I know every time he plays, he scores, but he doesn't play for his club as well, which has been an issue with Didier Drogba. So if you look at that situation, you look at Anthony Martial today, very, very quiet for the most part. Took a bit of a knock in the end, so he came out in that. I suppose you can always play Kylian Mbappe through the middle, but my goodness, how about Karim Benzema? I'm not going to say it. That's probably not going to happen. Although we could open a conversation. I mean, the dressing room doesn't forget. I've been part of these for a long time. His situation, of course, many years ago with Matthew Valbuena still there. But, at some stage, I guess you got to ask a question. When you have a striker like this, you're struggling a little bit in that department. Is there a possibility that Didier Deschamps could speak with Karim Benzema and with his team as well? Although, as I've said, this is a very tricky and difficult situation if you're in that dressing room. Trust me, I know it's a not easy topic to talk about.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.